We are live, guys. I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Joe on Further the Cyber Nerds.
And welcome to the Blacklisted channel. Today, we've got a review. Super nice film. King Richard.
Whoa, you said it like just so casually. It's our first review in this channel, bro. Can we have some bit more enthusiasm, energy? We're breaking boundaries. Can we... And the movie as well. Come.
I like to, because when I start off, I don't know, something might break. And
Let it break.
I don't think that's a good way to start off the channel, because the video might not come out. But yes, indeed, first review on the channel, super lit stuff. Super lit movie, like I said, I didn't even spoil too much. You didn't spoil us.
We're also on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, please subscribe to the channel. Spoilers. The only spoiler that's going to come in this review is that this movie's fire. Like, really enjoyed everything about it. I thought it was super deep. Just the things that they go through in the movie and how... I love this movie, and I love that Will Smith's part of this movie, because there's other, like, these are the type of movies that's hard for me to explain. It's really not hard for me to explain. But basically, movies like this, like, really touch man on a deeper level. Like, they take me back to, like, my childhood, my upbringing, and the kind of things that, like, my dad and my mum used to say to me on the challenges we face and the tasks we face as, you know, black people, people of colour, whatever. Navigating the universe, do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like this really encapsulates it for me, especially with having such an extensive sports background that I have. Like, there's moments in this movie where it's just legitly, like, it is a memory from my mind being said by someone else, by my dad, the same thing that Will Smith's doing, or Richard Williams is doing for his two daughters, Serena and Venus. And I say Serena and Venus because we focus on them two, but they've got 3 other kids that also get the same energy in a different direction, which I think's fire. And I think this movie touches that same place that Pursuit of Happyness did with me as well. A movie I had to watch one time and never revisit. You get me? Because I felt like that movie was super deep as well. But I feel like with this, they mix it so perfectly with the dramatic and the humour, do you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of positivity in it that, like, it's very, very, very rewatchable, and I can't wait for this to come out so I can watch it again and again, because we got to watch it at the British Film Festival.
Oh, man. Like, stories like this is great that we have it told on a big screen for just, you know, for the general public. So with that said, I want to pay my respects. I want to give my flowers to Richard Williams and Brandy Williams, because the job that you've done with your daughters in the particular place you were in, which is not easy, especially when a lot of the community didn't understand what you was doing, and just fighting the ops in every single angle, and you managed to turn these girls into successful women, black women, beautiful human beings. Thank you. And I just love that we had the opportunity to sit down and go through these emotions, go through this journey that not only Serena and Venus went through, but her sisters, the support, that's what you call a team. Do you know what I mean? Like, regardless what happens, regardless if one has to be pushed forward so then they can lift the other ones up, let's do this. And this is one of the key messages that I took. This is one of the things that we really embrace, like, whether we're pushing one or the other. Like, watching this movie just felt like the life that we're living right now. Do you know what I mean? So massive congratulations to the cast for pulling this through, to the parents, to the sisters, from the oldest to the youngest. The lives you have lived is unbelievable, and I'm just so happy that your story got told on the big screens.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because usually when we get these kind of movies, like they are usually like hard hitting dramas. Obviously, they go through the madness that like black people go through in the situations because of the neighborhoods or cities that they're in, or just the neighboring communities that do or do not help them. So for this movie to actually like highlight both that they're in a bad situation, but yet the family is such a sick unit. No matter what they go through, they couldn't be broken, innit? Like you have gangs coming up to these man, didn't phase man. You had neighbors trying to destroy man, couldn't phase them. So when those dramas were hitting, the police were coming at them. You can't touch us. Like you're at the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, hard hitting stuff. But then they always made it feel like there's always light at the end of the tunnel when, like, Will Smith or Richard was always pushing the girls. Oh, let's go here. Let's do this. Let's go out of our way to make sure that people who don't see us are now gonna see us. And when it comes to those situations, they didn't make it so, how can I say, dramatic. They made it like very humorous, and you kind of root for them to be, you know, like the end of the story, they're going to be successful tennis players, but seeing the journey, and it's not like so discouraging. You're like, oh, this is actually like seeing them going the way about their business. It's not like they were just trying to fight their way through. They were just trying to make connections, make, you know, open their eyes to the world that, oh, we're not just black people from the hood, innit? We're here with a mission. I know these people are going, my daughters are going to be very successful tennis players, and you can give us a chance. If you just see what they do, you're just going to be a part of our journey. You're going to be like congratulating yourself as well as the girls, just being a part of this and just seeing. I'm like, more people just need to do that. More people just need to give a chance to whoever it is. I'm not saying every single person deserves a chance, but if someone's pushing, you just give them just that smidge of, okay, let me see what you can do, and then like you can facilitate them. This shows that it can be done, and yeah, it's just a wonderful thing to see.
And talking about opportunities, it's not just the opportunity for said person, it's opening the doors to the world and letting other people embrace they can also do it. Do you know what I mean? Like when we see these two teenage girls be embraced by kids their age, yo, I can be that person too. Do you know what I mean? And this is how the world evolves to the next level. Do you know what I mean? And this is where my eyes were open so much to Serena and Venus, because I'm like, yeah, I know you lot are sick athletes, but I've never seen you in this light before. Maybe because I've never been tapped into tennis. I never followed your journey. What do I know about Serena and Williams, and Serena and Venus? You're just the best at tennis. You'll keep breaking records. That's all my knowledge was until I came to this movie and I was like, whoa, there is more than just rackets and tennis balls to this thing, innit? So, madness.
Yeah, man. I just feel like whenever you're dealing with like elite athletes, like in any kind of sport, whatever the sport is, like if we like go and watch like the Ali movie and all these things, bruv, you know, like to be the greatest at anything, to be in the top 10% of anything, like you've probably gone through a madness. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was just good that they, like in the movie, like visually represented just, and this is what's mad. Like in this movie, they probably didn't represent even 50% of the actual madness that they went through, but they was able to highlight key points that they decided were pivotal moments in getting the girls to where they did at the end of the movie. And that's one of the things that I don't want people to watch this movie and be like, oh, look how they did it, boom, boom, boom. Bear in mind, like, these lot are skipping time, and this thing, the grind they're on is every day. Like, yeah, they showed them going to the tennis courts 3-4 times, but in real life, that's 365 days of that year. Do you know what I'm saying? And understand the hard work, sacrifice, dedication, like that these people put in, like Serena and Venus and the father, and I'll say the whole family, put into this, and even the people working with them. And that's really why I rate the team who made this movie, because I feel like you, man, like brought this together. You encapsulated all of that energy, and I really would like a sequel to this where it's like focuses on the next part. I don't want to get deep into what happens at the end, but on the next phase, like there's something that they talk about right at the end that I would like to dive into and see more with the same characters and see them even expand this world even more, because this thing's fire.
And this is why I believe they did such a smart thing with this movie, is that it's a family journey with a key point to it. By the end of this movie, you leave so much room to grow further with the next journey of Serena and Venus, like. And I thought that was like, you man patterned up sickly. Do you know what I mean? I want to also give a shout out to Will Smith, innit? Because prior to this, there's not a lot of movies I shed a tear in it, and I was like, raw, you have consistently got man to that place. I don't know what it is. You don't do it very often with your movies and stuff, but it's been a couple of movies that you got man up there, innit? So you're the GOAT for that one still.
That's what I say, because usually with Will Smith, they always say, oh, he plays the same guy in every single... I'm like, do you even watch properly? Like, 'cause obviously in this one, like, he does the ad-libs, but I feel like he does them really well. So I also feel like that's how Richard was.
Right. And
then,
I actually want to see the footage when he was recording the girls. Like, I want to see, like, him getting captured in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Spazzing out, giving his own opinions, and see how Will Smith captured that and then translated into the big screen. Do you know? Because he did a fantastic job with that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like... I don't feel like it was out of place. Like, obviously, I feel like Will Smith encapsulated that perfectly, but I don't feel like, oh, they didn't just say just be Will Smith, because there was times where, like I said, when it was like very dramatic scenes, again, man smashed it.
He smashes it all the time.
You still feel like he's Richard Williams though.
From time he was 17, bruv. Like when it comes to emotional stuff, bro,
that's what I'm saying.
He kills it, and that's how he gets me.
But then the fact that he could then easily change it up and then be like the happy jolly, this guy's like, yeah, that's my daughter's go. Like, bruh. But I still feel like he's in character.
Yeah.
Mad.
It's definitely mad for me, because I feel like no matter... I think Will Smith's acting career had taken a hit because of how popular he is. Do you know what I'm saying? And I still feel like no matter how popular Will Smith will ever get, like, he's still like a bad boy actor, and he's still like underrated for what he does in films. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just talking about in a movie, like switching up from going, you know, dramatic to comedic to whatever, like. But I also rate that throughout his career, he can just do comedy roles and then flip and again go do something like £7 or something like Pursuit of Happyness, you get me? So I think he's got a fire filmography, and I still want man to do more and more movies, you know what I'm saying? And I hope I get to see man play Richard Williams again, because I thought this whole thing was fire. Demi Singleton and Sanaya Sidney, I thought them two, the daughters, were fire as Serena and Venus, and Junior Ellis, who plays the mom. Just the whole family unit was hard. And I'm gonna give a special shout out as well to John Bernthal, yeah, because bruv, do you know what, yeah? Fam, listen, I rated man from Punisher and the other stuff I've seen you in, yeah, but I didn't know you was an actor until I watched this movie, fam. Like, I didn't know you was a real life actor until I watched this, and I seen how, like, you can switch the whole thing up, bro.
Levels.
John Bernthal, you went hard in this, bro.
Because they try to pigeonhole man, you know. When you see a man in movies, you don't think, oh, he's going to be some hard man.
Bro, it's always the same caliber of acting, yeah.
But here, like you're saying, when I saw him, I was like, raw. And like, again, I believed the character he was in. Like, I believed he was this coach. And any kind of person you brought to him, he's like, yeah, I could do the thing. I could do this, I could do that. Facilitate it. Again, when it came up to like the serious conversations, still in character, still believed he was that guy. But then when it came to, I don't know, what was the conversation about the whole contract thing?
The contracts, basically, he wanted them to take the 4 mil. They was like, no. Man was going through it. Man was going through it, bruv.
Love that stuff. You know what got me, yeah, is when they sat in that living room for the first time, and Richard was messing with my man, and you can just see it. He like, yo, I just flew all the way over here. Was it Compton? Like, did all of this stuff, and you're just like, because he was like, oh, like maybe we can go with someone else, and I just saw like, yo, he didn't have to say anything. His face expression, I was like, yo, this man is sick, bruv. Yeah. Mad.
Hope to see more stuff. We definitely will. But yeah, don't try and pigeonhole man like that. There's no way. There's no way. But yeah, super lit movie. Any final thoughts?
Movie of the year.
Yeah, make sure you check this out. This is definitely the #1 movie on the list for me for the movie of the year. Still fire.
Fire movie. Guys, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think of this movie? Lit? Or you're a fan of the Serena and Venus Williams sisters? I mean, how are you not? It's a bit crazy. If you, yeah. Anyway.
You know what? On the note of that, yeah, I'm a fan of the Williams, fam.
Mm.
I'm a fan of the Williams, not just them two.
The sisters. Mm.
Mom, dad, sisters, the whole.
True.
Listen, that team right there.
True.
I need like a poster of them, like that whole team, bro. I need that. Same way we have posters of comics and movies and characters. I need a poster of them, bro.
Yeah, just a movie I didn't know I needed, but definitely a feel-good movie, man. Guys, you should definitely go watch this. Definitely go watch it because you're missing out if you ain't. That's what I'm saying as well. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're doing that. Help us to 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you're the first 10,000 to the blacklisted. It's going to be a intense journey. I'm Sam, Mr. Bitstech.
Raven the GS.
Show one for the Cyber Nerds.
Peace.